Holocaust Memories, Never Forget. Section 1, Origins of Antisemitism. From antiquity until Hitler is named Chancellor of Germany, the 30th of January 1933. Part 6. Adolf Hitler was born in 1889 in a small Austrian town near the German border and eventually moved to Linz with his family. His father died in 1903 and left a small government pension to his wife, but after his mother died in 1907, Adolf moved to Vienna. Although he had some artistic talent, he was devastated after failing twice to get accepted into the Academy of Fine Arts. Moving to Munich later, he barely subsisted on the money earned from painting postcards and watercolors. When World War I broke out, he was rejected by the Austrian army, but through his persistence was finally accepted into a reserve unit which ended up at the front. Though some historians doubt it, others claim that Hitler was wounded twice, earned several medals, and was in a German hospital recuperating from a mustard gas attack when the war ended. Post-war Germany was in chaos both economically and politically, and proved to be a fertile ground for an assortment of competing groups, each seeking to take part in running the country. Adolf Hitler went to work for the Bavarian military administration in 1919 and secretly gathered information and counterintelligence on various political parties that the military administration feared. He eventually became a political education instructor and taught the troops how to recognize and combat various forms of communist and anti-German activities. During his time as an instructor, he began voicing his strong personal prejudices against Jews, and advocating for a Jew-free German society. In the fall of 1919 he joined the fledgling German Workers' Party, also known as the DAP, and quickly advanced to the chief of propaganda. The DAP renamed itself the National Socialist German Workers' Party, alternately known as the NSDAP or Nazi Party, and created a strong Foykist platform that not only emphasized Aryan racial purity and repudiated the financial burden of the Versailles Treaty, but it set a goal of creating a new and powerful Germany which would be free of Jews. Like most Germans and Austrians, Hitler blamed Jews for the loss of World War I, and his fiery anti-Semitic, Aryan-centric speeches soon gathered thousands of enthusiastic followers, and in turn built up the Nazi Party's membership. Among his trusted associates, and who later became high-ranking leaders during the war, were Joseph Goebbels, Martin Bormann, Hans Frank, Rudolf Hess, Hermann Göring, and Adolf Eichmann. During the early years of the Nazi Party, one of its most effective tools in gaining power was the Freikorps, a powerful paramilitary group made up of thousands of former soldiers who refused to return to civilian life. Under the leadership of Ernst Röhm, the Freikorps became what was often referred to as the Brown Shirts or Stormtroopers, although its official name was the Sturmabteilung or the SA, and these men served the Nazi Party as a large private army whose terrorist-style activities were used to crush any opposition. By 1921, Hitler was the undisputed leader of the Nazi Party and had set his eyes upon a complete takeover of Germany. On the 8th of November 1923 he staged what has been called the Beer Hall Putsch, during which he planned to first take over the Bavarian government by force, then the entire Weimar Republic. However, his coup failed miserably, several of his followers were killed, and he was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison. The Nazi Party, though banned in Germany after this event, remained secretly active, and Hitler used the 9 months he actually served in prison to write Mein Kampf, which means My Struggle. Mein Kampf solidified his vision for the future of Germany, propelled him into being a national hero in the 1930s, and set the stage for the deadliest war in the history of mankind.